So I checked out the new story stuff for Rebirth of Souls this morning, and I would just want to talk a bit about it. It's looking pretty jank, not gonna lie, but I was kind of expecting this, to be honest, ever since I saw the first trailer. The cutscenes and everything weren't ever really gonna look super amazing. I mostly just wanted to talk about it because I was seeing some crazy expectations from people about the game. I guess I can't blame some of them. Some parts of the game looked really rough around the edges. But I saw more than a handful of people wanting free roam, and that just took me by surprise. I'm not super well familiar with the Bleach games outside of Heat the Soul and Brave Souls, so to be honest, I can't really say if this was an expectation that maybe held more merit than I'm giving it credit for. But as far as I'm aware, it seemed pretty out there. I guess maybe they wanted big budget pre-rendered cutscenes like an MK1. I don't know whether these people were loosely engaging with the build up to this game or something, but we've been knowing that this game looks jank as fuck outside the combat, and that's fine. The story is really only secondary, which is why most fighting games have bad ones. And as far as Bandai fighting games goes, these cutscenes still look okay, I guess. You can kinda tell the lips are automated here, unlike their animations in the character trailers. Not that I expected them to be hand animated, just curious whether they'll sync up a bit better with the English audio. More than anything, I'm just impressed with this game's models. Story aside, the characters and environment in this game look amazing, and I can see why people would have hoped for a lot more. As for me, I'm just more than happy to have all that attention on the fighting animations themselves. You can even kinda see Fishbone D go from these weird janky animations to those really nice and fluid ones where he's swinging and dodging attacks once they switch to the combat. It was a lot cooler than I thought, to be honest, just seeing the fight with Fishbone D. I've just been kinda curious the whole time how these fights with the Hollows and Jidanbo are gonna look like since they're much bigger than the player. Seems like they've got slower and more telegraphed attacks, but the trade-off is that they're impervious to hit stun and don't get knocked back or anything like that. Hold up. What is going on with those shadows? To be entirely honest, I'm not super focused on the story. I'ma play it, obviously, but I'm more focused on everything around it. That said, I hope it's not an inconvenience to the game either. I'd like to be able to launch the game and immediately play matches as my favorite characters against my friends, and not have to play story to unlock them. That was a pretty big gripe for me in Sparking, and one that I hope is minimal or non-existent here. And to bring up MK again, I'm a much bigger fan of how it locks one character behind beating the story. Sure, it might suck for people who want to play that one guy, but it's incentive without locking me out of play entirely. I'm only really worried about this because of the credits that he earned at the end. We know there's a store tab from the menu, so these are obviously used there, but for what? Don't know. Could be costumes, soul crystals, characters. Please don't be characters. Or any mix of things. As for the janky cutscenes, it's definitely not the end of the world, and it's kind of expected. We're getting not only the Soul Society, but also Aizen and the Arankars all in this game, and the Zao trailer showed me that a lot more will be playable than I thought, plus we're still getting that secret story. He's just teasing us with it. What is in there? Hoping this level system will show online or something. I need to be dominating as the level 300 Momo main first week, and she better get in too, or I will kill Morita. I'll kill him.